Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. Dear students, I hope that all of you are fine and studying at home and giving a proper enough time to your studies. And
Yes, sir.
you're good, good. You are doing your homework, and I hope that you people are doing your classwork, whatever given. In this week, I will not give you any more work because you people are having your exams of first monthly test. So, but next week maybe we will give some written work, but the written work which is already given for the two chapters, this is due on you, that you have to write in your notebooks as already discussed. So last time I had revised chapter number 1. I think video is not attached. I will also inshallah attach the video of the last lesson as well over here. And I shared with you that how the questions will be asked, different types of questions from chapter number 1, and I had attached that file for you people as well, so that you can go through it. Same activity today we are going to do with chapter number 2. And for chapter number 2 we are going to see the different topics, not only topics but also I would like to share with you that what kind of questions can be asked. What kind of questions can be asked from chapter number 2?
And sir, there will be choice in the question answers.
Of course, there would be. Of course, just like short questions will be for 3 marks, so you have to do four questions, 4 3 are 12, and but there will be 6 or 7 questions available. You have to do four. Okay, so in this way, and but in MCQs there won't be any choice. In MCQs you have to do the all MCQs. There won't be any sort of choice.
Okay,
And this
sir.
is the case that normally in the MCQs there is no choice. Okay, come towards the chapter number 2. MS Access design view. You know, we saw only not only design view of queries, design view of forms, design view of reports, report wizard. Basically, we had done the reports using report wizard. So these are the uh, topics that we have covered, and I have shown you the practical implementation for each and everything. And if you will go to your posts, you will be able to see that I have explained you all these things. And with implementation I have explained you the complete procedure. I have explained you wherever the procedure is there. So I had mentioned in the description that what we have covered. For example, in this 25th of April, what we covered over there. So all things are there, how to add a field name, whatever we have done, we have covered, we have mentioned in the description, so that should be a proper record of the work that what we are doing. And class work and the homework, whatever is going to be assigned to you up to week 7, I had given this class work and homework. This is also given to you. Okay, so now come towards the chapter number 2. Design view of Microsoft MS Access, Microsoft Access. So you know that in chapter 1 we had created the table using data sheet view, where directly in the data sheet view we can create the tables. But over here in this chapter we learned how to create queries in design view, how to create forms, and how to create reports. These are the three things that we learned: queries, forms, and reports. Okay. Table we had done already in chapter number 1 as well in design view, not only in design view but also in data sheet view. So what type of questions can come? What question can come? Define table. Define the following terms with examples. Following terms with examples. For example, if I say that define table, okay, so what are the terms that we are going to have? Number one is table. Define table, query, form, report. These are basically in detail with implementation. Macro and module and all the rest of the objects, these were not there with the implementation. We had just seen their basic definition in the previous chapter. So this question will come. Now, what is meant by table? You know that table is the combination of rows and columns which is used to store data. You can give example of student by drawing a table of student. This is student, student ID, student name, student, and put some data in it. Okay. Question can be asked in this way as well. Draw a table of student having at least having at least 5 fields. So what you are going to take? You are going to take student ID, student name, let's suppose student father's name, or student name, student class, student city, cell number, and you will be able to make one table for the student quite easily. Okay, now the question can come for the query as well. Separately, define query by giving one example. Examples, you know, are very important. So you will take, for example, student table, and you will say that when we need to take some specific fields from the student table, or we need to filter data from the student table, we can create a query. And I had shown you the complete process, that the query is created from the original table. You know very well, data is coming from the actual table in the query. And I had shown you the process. Remember, I'm not going right now towards MS Access because it will waste our time right now. We are considering the questions right now. So I have to cover the questions, that what kind of questions can come. So query is basically a view of the original tables where we select the desired fields only, or we filter the data. For example, in the student table, we want to see only student name and cell number. That's it. We are not interested in all the 10, 12 fields available in the table of student. We are saying just show student name and cell number because right now I need cell number. So we will create a query. And then similarly, we can apply filter. For example, if you say that create a query of students with name and cell number only for class 9B. So you will apply the filter as well. That was criteria. Remember, we had applied the criteria in the query design. Now, what kind of question can come for the form? Define form. Also give using one example. Form
Sir,
is
this-
basic.
Sir, these all questions also come in our paper.
What I said, that such kind of questions can come. I am not going to give you that this question will come in your paper or this question will not come in your paper. I am giving you, this is the chapter open in front of me. I am telling you different ways the question can be asked. What I am doing over here, I am just telling you that they can ask you define form, give example for form, okay, draw query, draw student table. Okay, in this way they can ask you different types of questions. This is the thing that I want to convey. I am not going to say that this will come in the paper as it is. No, not at all. Just like we see, you know, different sample questions. These are basically the sample questions. Sample means how we will write the question on this topic. How can we write? So if being a student of computer science, if you yourself, you think that what they will ask, Consider this first page. So you will say that they can ask about forms, they can ask about queries, they can ask about a report. Okay. If you come to the page number 2, second page of this chapter, so you will see that they have mentioned about data sheet view. So the question can come about the data sheet view was there in the chapter number 1 as well. So this is also there. Define data sheet view. Okay. Now you can see over here, there are 3 parts of the design view of the table: field definition grid, field property pan, field selector. Okay. So field definition grid and field property pan, where are they? You will see that this is basically field definition grid, in MS Access, this area. And the rest where we can set the properties just like index property, field size, format, input mask, validation rule, validation text. These are called field property pan. So they can ask you to define, describe the purpose of field definition grid, number 1. And the second one is field properties pan. What a designer what is set by database designer in field properties pan. You know that in field properties pan, what does the database designer do? He sets properties, properties. For example, he will set that property that field size of the name will be 50. So the user will not be able to enter the characters more than 50. Okay. So over there in the property property pan, you set the properties. Index property, if you will set the index property, so you will not be able to enter any more similar data in that field. So if you go to the chapter number 1, even you will see that we had applied this thing, and these are the properties. Field property pan contains field size, format, number and currency formats, date and time formats, all things I have explained you. These are there in the field property formats. Question can also be asked in this way: write down name of, or list at least 6 properties from field property pans. So you will write about them: format, date and time records, input, caption. Caption, it is the temporary visible heading of the field. Default value, I had explained you with the Karachi that if you will write the default value, then you will write the city name, for example, over there. So the same city name will appear. If you want to change it, you can change it. Anyway, so over here, what we are discussing about, that there is field property pan and there is description. What is the purpose of description? Field selector is also there. Field selector is basically the arrow, you go and you select the field. And when you select the field, the same field's properties are visible in the property pan. Okay. So field selector, define field selector. Or the question can come, what is the role of field selector? What is the role of the field selector? Next question. Primary key we have seen in the previous chapter as well. The question was there for the primary key. Now, what is there in the field definition grid? If you will go and you will see in the field definition grid, field name is there, data type is there, description is there. So the question can come, should I show you in MS Access? We had discussed about all these things. If you say, then I can open it for you. Discuss three components, three parts of field definition grid. What are those three parts? Do you know about them? These three parts are there. Number one, field name. Number two, data type. And number three is description. So this is very important question. This question is very important. This type of question can come in paper. So if I show you over here in one of my files that I have created, if you will go and if you will go to the design view, you will see that this is basically this area is field definition grid, field name, data type, and description. And this area, whenever we select any field, this is called field selector. Basically, this is field selector when we are clicking. And over here, field properties pane is there where we are able to see the properties, input mask, caption, default value. All these properties are visible over here. We can see them. Okay, so this question is very important that you can be asked, you may be asked about it. That define field name where you write the name of the attribute of the field. Data type, you select the type of the data. Description, you write some information. Description is optional, keep in mind. We type some relevant information over here. Just like I have not written any description, but I can write that SID will be entered automatically. I am writing one description, but it is not necessary. It is not necessary that I should write description. But if you want to write, you can. Okay. Now come towards the next question. What type of questions will come? Field definition grid. We have seen that there is field name, data type, and description. Okay. And if we go ahead, there is design implementation. You know that steps questions will not come in the paper. Steps means you will not be asked that how will you create the query and design view, write down the procedure. No, such questions will not come. Defining or using the primary key, you know that how do we set the primary key, but it will not come how to set the primary key. It will come define primary key. What are the two characteristics of primary key? Define primary key. What are the two characteristics to consider while deciding defining a field as primary key? What are the characteristics? Describe primary key. What are the two characteristics to consider while defining a primary key? These are the sample questions that we are doing for chapter number 2. What are the two characteristics? That field should be not null, number 1, and it should be not null and unique. There should be no duplication, and it should not be blank. It should not be blank even. Come to the next point. Click primary key and tools design. Okay, these are the steps. Of course, the steps will not come. Removing the primary key. Can we change the primary key? Yes, we can change the primary key. we can remove the primary key. To add a lookup field, what is meant by lookup field? Lookup field gives you the list of the data items that can enter. For example, I had shown you this thing using city, I think, yes, or country, where we had taken some city names, and you can go and you can select the lookup data from the lookup field. Lookup field was done, and I had explained you the procedure. Video is attached. So over there, you will see that in the lookup field, there would be some drop down menu to enter the data. Drop down menu will be there to enter the data. Yes, there is, here is, it is lookup field. Lookup field means where you will be provided some list of the values from which you can enter. You cannot enter out of that list. For example, if in the class, if I give class 9A, 9B, 9C, so only these three options will be there. The rest will not be there. Okay, over here I have given Pakistan, Bangladesh, Egypt, Oman, UAE, Saudi Arabia. So only from these countries we can select. This is called lookup field. So the question can be asked that define lookup field. Or we can write the question in the reverse way, that using which option the user can restrict the input of values in a field from the given options only. The question can also be written as, what is describe the role of lookup field in MS Access. Design view. So we can be asked in such way as well. Okay. Now if we come towards the next one, how to add lookup fields, procedure will not come. The procedure will not come that how will you add lookup field. No. It contains the steps, and for steps there should be PC in front of you, and in exam there will be only paper in front of you. Field property depends. The following field can come: field size, format. Define the following fields. Field properties. Just like number one, field size, format, number. Number is data type. Field size, format. Then come towards the input mask. Caption, default value. These things can come in the paper MCQs as well. Or the question can be written in this way as well. The question can be written in this way as well, that define the following field size, field properties using examples. They can also ask about the examples. What are those? I am going to take validation rule, validation text, required. Validation rule. Validation text. required. Okay. Allow zero length is also there anyway. So these are the type of the questions. Query, about query, I have also already written the, question about the query as well. That what is query? Simple query wizard. What is the advantage of query wizard? Query wizard automatically creates the query. Query wizard is there. If you go to query, create query wizard. Where is wizard? What query you want to create? Simple query wizard. Go and select the fields. For example, I say name and email. Okay. And I'm writing over here student email list. So it will create the query in a second. What happened? Okay, email list is also there. Sorry. Email addresses I am writing over here. You can create the query using wizard quite easily. Right? Advantage of two advantages of this of simple query wizard. You know that it is very fast and it is an easy to use, interactive, easy to use method for creating query, just like I explained you in this example, and I had explained you in our previous lessons as well. These are the criterias in the query design view. Field table, you know that criteria and or we mention over here. So this design view is very important. Okay. Show, sort, criteria, or. What is the role of? The role of the following options in query design view. Number one is sort, show, criteria, or. Okay. Then saving a query, of course, you are going to form. Using form command, we can create using split form and form wizard. Describe three methods. Describe three methods to create a form. You know what are those methods? Number one, using form command. Number two, using split form. I had explained you all the three. Number three, using form wizard. So these are the 18 questions that I have explained you right now from this chapter. And I don't think so there is any further question that we should write about. Yeah. Report, we have already covered about report. Layouts of report. Yes, these can come. Layouts of reports. You know, these are the layouts. Stepped, block, and outline. These are the three layouts. List three layouts of report. List three layouts of report. And similarly, what are the orientations? Portrait or landscape? Portrait mean you will take the paper vertical or horizontal. List two orientations. These are portrait or landscape. So these are the questions that I'm going to give you, inshallah, in your Google Classroom. Right now, I am just going to upload. Have you got any question? Please ask me if you have got any question. All the things are clear to you. Okay. All the things are clear. Is there anything that you would like to ask? No questions? Nothing to ask? Okay, so these are the questions that I have given you, and I am going to upload it in your Google Classroom. You will check it right now and you will confirm me that you have seen this post. Thank you so much, all of you.